Hey guys, this is A12 Boku coming at you, once again with another movie review. And this time I'm going to review, as you can see, Hook. And Hook is a very, very good movie that I've liked since I was a kid that, has or I should say held, a very special place in my heart. And one thing that I love about it is how it is a potential sequel to the Peter Pan movies. It can really be its own film and things like that, but it also is, once again, a potential sequel to the cartoon or stage play, or whichever Peter Pan you want to really connect it to. Now, as far as the newer ones, I don't know, but I'm talking about, yeah, like all the old classic stuff, because this film, Hook, was made in 1991. And has a pretty big stellar cast to it. It stars Dustin Hoffman, who plays Captain James Hook, and he does a fantastic job. Like, the way he looks is really well done, the way he acts like Hook, knows all his mannerisms, you know, and just Dustin Hoffman has him down to a T. He just acts very well like him, and he does a really good job just getting you down and just believing the comedic side of Hook, the dangerous side of Hook, and just the overall suaveness that Captain Hook tries to carry himself as these leaders of this pirate band. And I have to say, he once again just did a really good job. I give Dustin Hoffman tons, tons of credit for doing this. So, just a very well done role for a very good actor. And then there's Robin Williams, who we're back with him again, and Robin Williams plays Peter Banning, who is actually Peter Pan in this movie, who forgot what it was to be Peter Pan because he um went back to the past to, go see Wendy again, because he kept this coming back and forth to always go see Wendy, and every time he did, Wendy got older, and she got so old at some point that, Peter Pan didn't want to be a kid or pretend anymore or believe in make-believe. So he decided to stay and, grow old and, love Wendy's granddaughter, Moira, who's played by Carol Burnett. And, you know, he got married, they fall in love, and he became an average Joe and forgot about Neverland and all his powers. And Robin Williams plays the role of Peter Banning very well. Like, he's a guy who is a stressed out businessman. He's always trying to do what he can to get ahead. He has two children, Jack and Maggie, and Jack and Maggie are always like wanting to do things for him, but Peter is completely ignoring them, only focused on his work. He's always late to his son's baseball games, doesn't really want to do things with his daughter. So, the classic father or family neglect that the kids want from the father, that the kids don't want from the father, but they want the father to love him. And Robin Williams just plays that off the bat, right off the ground. And when he becomes Peter Banning, we also learn, at some point in the film, like right near the beginning, that Peter is actually afraid of heights. And, it's sort of funny. Peter Pan afraid of heights, but when he becomes regular, he just is afraid when he used to be a magical kid flying around all the time. And when things of Hook and Neverland come into his life, Robin Williams is just so taken aback at what takes place, and he makes Peter so believable in that, where he somewhat can remember these things, but he does, just can't remember, and he doesn't want to believe it, and, he tries to go to Neverland to save his kids, and can't do it. Huck tries to kill him, but Tinkerbell makes a deal saying that Pan can or Peter can become Pan again, and 3 days, and you basically have that going on, and Peter's just like, not wanting to believe in this make-believe world that he sees before him, not the Lost Boys, not Tinkerbell, not the unbelief that he's Peter Pan, the pirates, Captain Hook, nothing. But, towards, you know, the end of the film, Peter Pan embraces that, and Robin Williams helps him out with that, with his character change. Actually, wait. Oh, yeah, sorry, I got that backwards. Robin Williams, when he discovers that his, well, sorry, I'm messing that up again. My apologies, guys. When Robin Williams' character, there we go, discovers that he can be Peter Pan again, Robin Williams completely becomes that childlike innocence and knowing how to fly, and it's just done very, very well. And, just once again, Robin Williams knowing how to do a good dramatic role, knowing how to be funny, and knowing how to have a childlike innocence. He's just perfect for that role. So, Robin Williams did a great job as Peter Banning and Peter Pan. So, really good to see. And then there's Julia Roberts, who plays Tinkerbell, who, in my opinion, this is one of her best roles. I mean, she looks really sexy, really hot to me. She, just played a really good role. She really just, was believable as Tinkerbell, probably awesome camera work to make her that small and fairy-like. And, she's just one of the characters who always believes that Peter Pan can be himself again, because she's shocked when she goes sees Peter Banning, and Peter can't remember anything about her or the Lost Boys, and she really is the driving force to getting Peter back on his feet. And you can really make believe that she can have that and effect to get people back on their feet, and to get won over Captain Hook. She actually has a deal made with Captain Hook to let Peter become what he wants again, so Captain Hook can face off with him. So, it's really cool that she set that up. There's even a point towards the end of the film where you discover with certain scenes and how Tinkerbell is reacting that she was in love with Peter, and, his childlike innocence as Pan, and, she really just falls in love with him, and, she realizes that, it's one of her dreams that she wants to have come true, and she realizes that dream probably won't come true, and it's like a shocker to see that they did that with the character change. And once again, Julia Roberts pulled that off really well. And one of the parts near the end of the film where she's completely full size, that's pretty cool too, I thought. And then we have Bob Hoskins, brilliant actor who plays Smee, Captain James Hook's second in command, and he really got on the good side of how Smee, does whatever Hook wants, and how he's bumbling and a bit stupid, but yet he comes up with these ideas that Hook takes credit for. And, Bob Hoskins just played it really well as some bumbling pirate sidekick. His look was really good, and, once again, Bob Hoskins just knows how to do these characters. For any who, don't know what he can do, obviously Eddie Valiant from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and, just good stuff in that sense. So, give Bob Hoskins a lot of credit for taking that role. And then we have Maggie Smith, who plays Wendy. She plays Wendy like the character of Wendy, but you don't know her as, the regular Wendy from the Peter Pan story. You know her as Granny Wendy, but she still believes in what Peter Banning did when he was Peter Pan, and she remembers the time she spent with him. So Maggie Smith makes it completely believable. She's the one who sets the pace, sets up the mood and the tone. After, of course, Captain Hook comes and kidnaps not Jack, Peter Pan's kids, and she really gets Peter in that mindset that you are more than you are, and you did love me once, but I grew old, but I still believe in this world and what it was about. Maggie Smith just brings a tenderness to the role in the way of magic to it. She's just, once again, great actress and just great as the role of Wendy, or in this case, Granny Wendy. And overall, Hook here is just a very good film, and Steven Spielberg, I'm shocked he did this movie. Not shocked at all by the 2 hour length, but 2 hours and 17-minute length for this film was really good because you've got a lot of magic, pirate swashbuckling, and just a lot of good fun. It made you believe that this was the world of Peter Pan, and it was a good sequel. Seeing how Peter forgot everything, having him go back, trying to rescue his kids, really can't at first, but then believes in the power of imagination and the magic of Neverland, and learns to do what he needs to do, and just takes over and fights Hook, and they have an all-out battle, and how Hook knows that in a strange way that Peter Pan was Peter Pan, and how Hook could even go to the real world. Is that besides Peter Pan from Neverland? I thought that was a cool twist too, and I also thought that you know this movie was just so well done. I mean, it really makes you believe that it's a sequel. The storytelling and the script that was done by, let's see who did the script, yeah, Jim B. Hart, Nick Castle, and Malia Scotch Marmo, who wrote the script for this, that Steven Spielberg directed, just did a very good job just trying to do this, and it makes it once again very believable. And I'll admit, the magic of Hook makes me believe a lot more in, the magic of a good pirate movie instead of, sad to say this, fans, Pirates of the Caribbean, because, like I don't think I've said this before, but the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie is good. The other three, yeah, you don't know where they veered off there, but this movie has it all. Just good pirate stuff. It actually can be a bit violent at times because it is PG, and this was still at the age of 1991 where PG films would show adult themes and violence before they completely dumbed down PG to a normal sort of, there's some stuff in here and some adult stuff for a kid's movie. Yeah, this is when PG films still rocked in the age when they could kick ass when they could. Whoops. And let's see here. Let's see. Oh yes, yes. I forgot. Besides the awesome direction and story we have in this movie, John Williams has some great scores. Really magical score that makes you believe in this world, that makes it have the cartoony feel, but mixed with realism, and it's very good. And the theme, Flight of Neverland, is a great theme. It's a moving theme that's just very enjoyable, and the music just really sets a good pace and tone for this movie. And like how Steven Spielberg has said about John Williams' music, is really a second character. And I really have to thank Steven Spielberg for doing this movie, because once again, Hook is just, it's an underrated movie. I mean, I've talked to quite a few people this week if they've seen Hook. Maybe only like 3, 4 people knew mostly what I was talking about. I think people just said, oh, cool, you watched Peter Pan or something. But, Hook is just a very underrated movie. It's a very good movie. Once again, a little old. It was made in 1991, so it has passed the 20-year mark, so it is definitely a classic film. And, it's just really well done. So, I would obviously give this film a, yeah, basically, I'll say 9 out of 10. It is that enjoyable film, great characters, great story, just very entertaining. Steven Spielberg, great job all around. So 9 out of 10, and I have to say, I like this film for years to come. I want to check out some of the other, Peter Pan films, like the one with Jason Isaacs. Never seen that one. Don't know if it's any good, but I at least wanted to see it because at least it at least did look good. And then there is the new one. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but if you had, you can tell me a bit about it because I haven't looked into it that much. But Pan, or well, it's Peter Pan, but it's Pan. It's like the sort of realistic telling, I guess, from what the original book or story was, where it's this kid who runs into Blackbeard and causes Blackbeard trouble. And they mentioned something where Blackbeard isn't going to be a villain, but where he's just trying to get him and his crew back home. And I'm like, wait. And I'm like, this is Blackbeard, the vicious pirate, who did exist and also in stories was told to be vicious and in real life was said to be vicious. But yet they're just gonna have him try to get home, and I'm like, okay. But like, what trouble is Pan gonna cause him? I mean, is the trouble gonna be justified or is it gonna be a mistake? But I don't know, we'll have to see. But there's also that one, and that one I'm a little like, yeah, Peter Pan being remade yet again. But if it's a more realistic setting and if it's good, I may check it out. But this is all One Two Bow Crew, guys. Signing off for now, and I will come at you again with another movie, hopefully soon. If not, you can bet there'll be still more on the way. So, I will see you guys again.